Hi, I'm Lexi Krivanova, the opinion editor here at Rampant Lines, and today, along with the entertainment section, we're going to be talking about some unpopular opinions that we all anonymously submitted and guessing who had the unpopular opinion.
Yay!
Let's get started.
Yeah. Would everyone like to introduce themselves before we begin?
Sure. I'm entertainment editor William Becker.
I'm staff writer Liv Stewart.
I'm staff writer Forbes Hall.
All right. So now we're going to begin. Oh, also, this is my cat. He is our guest member today.
Cool.
Guest starring.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so there's one in here that was mentioned multiple times, and it is pineapple on anything, especially pizza, is disgusting.
How many times was it submitted?
It was submitted by two different people, and then there's one that says pineapple pizza's kind of good.
So two people hate it, one person likes it.
Yes.
And one person has no opinion.
Who loves it?
Yeah, why don't we start with who loves it?
That one's actually harder than I thought it would be.
How do we want to
My bet's on the cat.
Might be. How do we want to do voting for this? Should we all write it down and hold it up on the screen at the same time, or should we just say it who we think it is?
I think we should just say it.
Okay. So who likes pineapple? I'm gonna say. Is it you, Lexi?
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's me.
I was fighting between Lexi and Forbes.
I did
Okay,
not.
well, I'm guessing that means Forbes hates pineapple pizza or pineapple on food.
Nope, I didn't write that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Liv and William.
I submitted one of them.
Yeah, I did too. I submitted the one where it just said pineapple on anything, including pizza, is disgusting.
Okay, well then I think Williams was the one that said Hawaiian pizza's disgusting.
Yep, that was me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have one that says coffee is overrated. We know that's not me.
I think we all
It's
know
not
that.
Lexi.
It's not Lexi.
Not Lexi. Is it you, Forbes?
Yep. I just did that for your sake. I was just like, that would be hilarious.
I literally have coffee sitting at my desk right now.
I was about to say, I feel like she's going to be drinking coffee while I'm like, wow, this is being said.
I mean, I was drinking coffee when I pulled up the list, and I was like, who's just said they hate coffee?
I do not like it.
Okay, well, since we're on the topic of coffee, there's one that says only psychopaths drink black coffee.
I think that was you, Lexi.
Okay, real quick. I agree with that. It wasn't me who submitted that, though.
It's so hard to talk about to just casually say which opinion is mine, without saying it's mine in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ding ding ding, I think black coffee is disgusting and only psychopaths drink it regularly.
I can get behind that.
Okay. We have American history needs to be fixed.
William?
Actually, no, that was not me.
Oh, really? I was gonna say it's William too.
I guess
Is it you,
Liv?
It was me.
What do you mean by it needs to be fixed?
There's certain parts of it that I think, not everything, but there's certain parts of it that I think were over-exaggerated a little bit.
Oh, so the way that it's taught.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying we just need to go back in time and fix American
No.
history.
We're gonna change it.
I know, I tried to word that so it didn't sound like that.
Okay, so we have a cats are better than dogs, and then a similar one that says cats are underrated. My bet's on this man.
I bet it's that one of them is Lexi because I mean she's holding a cat
Yeah.
right now.
I feel like it's
So which-
Lexi and Liv.
Give it away.
Was it
Yeah.
you, Liv?
Mm-hmm.
The only two cat people in the class or in our group.
Oh my god. I actually don't mind cats. It's just that I have a French bulldog who's super like possessive, so she might like write me off her will or something if I say I like cats.
I mean, yeah. Ooh, now we're gonna go to some sport opinions that were mentioned. Watching organized sports on TV is kind of boring.
Liv.
Hmm. No, that
I don't
wasn't
know who
me,
said it, but I
agree
agree
with
with them. Is it William then? Because I agree with it too.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's
me.
William then.
It was-
William?
And then, in contrast, we have one that says everyone should play a sport.
Forbes, is that you?
Wait, y'all froze. What did it say?
Forbes.
Everyone should play
Everybody,
a sport.
it was everybody should play a
Okay,
sport.
I didn't mean to submit that, but I didn't know if it submitted or not. But I was gonna say like everyone should do like some type of physical exercise.
Ah.
I can get
That's
behind
what I was supposed to say. But saying that everyone should play a sport is not what I meant to say. Because.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Mhm.
Okay, now we can talk about some like more like TV related things. So there's one up here that says or like TV entertainment media kind of stuff. Drag queens are just as beautiful as women.
What was it? I couldn't hear you.
Drag queens are just as beautiful as women. He has some opinions on this.
Is that Liv?
Yeah. I tried to make people think it was Lexi.
Yeah, I was debating, but
I was probably gonna guess Lexi.
Me and Forbes
yeah, I
had the
can
same
stand behind
idea.
that.
Yeah, well, you guys are trying to frame me. I get it. I'm easy to impersonate. Identity theft is not a joke.
Jim.
The PlayStation 5 looks weird.
Lexi.
Yeah, I think it's Lexi too.
I'm going with that.
Okay, well, there's another PlayStation 5 opinion, and it says the PlayStation 5 should only be sold by PlayStation.
William?
No. Lexi, was it also you?
No, I don't know what that one means.
So it's Liv.
Yeah, it was me. I meant that mainly because a lot of people are scalping and scamming people into the PlayStation 5. So I was like, hey, only PlayStation should be allowed to sell it because it's a better. But I agree, the PlayStation 5 looks weird.
Okay, it looks way too showy.
Yeah. I miss when consoles were just simple. It was like, this is a Wii. It is a block. You will like it.
Well, no, the new Xbox is just a block, and I think it's kind of like it's like really low key, so you can just have it in your like home entertainment system area, and it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a play. Look at me. Look at me.
I think Liv is frozen.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's just wait until she gets back.
Let's just sing the entire Frozen album while we wait.
Wait, I think.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Man.
There
Okay,
she
Liv's back.
is.
Welcome back, Liv.
There we go.
We lost you.
Um,
Yay,
for a
my
minute there.
internet might do that a couple.
Where are the other TV ones?
I have a popper.
Someone said Taylor Swift's new album is overrated.
It definitely was not Lexi.
Yeah, no, definitely wasn't her. Forbes.
Yep.
Forbes, we need to
I
have a
haven't listened to it yet.
conversation.
I haven't listened to it yet, so I can't have an opinion on it.
Okay, I will say it's not like there are certain parts of it that I'm just like meh.
Yeah, that's
Compared
what
to-
I think.
Like compared to Folklore, like I get that they're supposed to be sister albums, but I kind of think Folklore is better in some aspects.
I think Folklore is much better.
Okay. I can get behind.
But there's just spots where it's like you said, there's just some spots where it's not great.
Yeah, I just think Folklore had better storytelling. I mean,
Yeah,
like, not
that's
to say
great.
that Evermore doesn't have good storytelling. It's just not as, the songs aren't as, like, connected with one another.
Right. I
So I
agree.
think, like, you just have a song about, like, hiding like, no body, no crime. And then you just have a song where it's like, yes, we're in Coney Island. Okay, wait, have you guys seen that conspiracy about how Taylor Swift and Harry Styles have killed someone?
No, I have not.
What?
Okay, so there's this conspiracy going around that instead of believing that Harry Styles and Taylor Swift actually dated, the conspiracy is that they like committed like manslaughter or something like that. And that's why they have songs about like hiding, like that's why she has the No Body No Crime song. And then hold up, I'll send you guys a TikTok of it, but it's so weird. Everyone thinks they find that more believable than the fact that they dated.
Taylor Swift killed JFK, not taking constructive criticism of that.
Never heard that.
I literally
Neither.
just
Wild.
Harry Styles and Taylor Swift conspiracy.
Frankly, I find it hard to believe, mainly because if you killed somebody, you probably wouldn't want to write a song about it.
That is true.
There was one guy at one point who wrote a book about a murder he committed, and the police found him because
That's exactly why people don't write songs about it.
And it's like that one police officer, I forget when it was, but like I think it was several decades ago, but he was like basically investigating a series of murders, and he eventually got arrested for them because like he started like telling them evidence that only the person who actually committed the crime would know. He like exposed himself by accident.
God.
oh my god.
Okay, so here's what it is. There's a conspiracy theory that Harry Styles and Taylor Swift accidentally killed a man while driving, and they've been sprinkling references to the deeds in their songs ever since.
Okay.
If it was accidental, then it would have been traumatizing to them. They wouldn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Unless they're psychopaths.
Well, there's a lot of convincing evidence, and it makes you feel really crazy to believe it. But like some of the lyrics, like okay, I can't find it. It's mainly just the song "No Body, No Crime."
To me, that almost sounds as crazy as you think Avril Lavigne is like dead.
Oh yeah, that she got replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Paul McCartney is dead.
Oh yeah, that one.
Okay.
Paul McCartney's replaced.
So the idea is that it starts with the song "Welcome to New York." We begin our story in New York, boys and boys and girls and girls. Then you go to the song "Style," and Harry and Taylor are going on a drive. Bad drivers, no headlight. He can't keep his wild eyes on the road. I know places. Next song. They're on the run. They've done the deed. There's a body, but Taylor knows places they can hide. Sign of the times is they gotta get away. They gotta get away from here.
Okay.
Out of the woods. Months later, they've gone their separate ways, and no one knows, but Taylor still wonders if they are in the clear. Remember when he hit the brakes too soon? Shake it off. She gets over it. Ever since New York, Harry doesn't.
That sounds like they're overthinking it a little bit.
Okay, hold up. 2 ghosts.
That's a lot.
2 ghosts. They meet again, and Harry thinks back to how different they were pre-murder. They're not who they used to be. All the ghost references. Clean. And by morning gone was any trace of you. I think I'm finally clean. Epilogue.
We lost you, Lexi.
Oh no. I thought my internet cut out again.
Oh my God. Well, that is.
I think they
certainly
overthought it a little bit.
Yeah. It's like a whole life story right there.
You know, I can get behind it
Yeah.
though. I don't think Taylor or Harry have it in them to kill someone, but like at the same time.
I mean, I can see why.
Did anyone watch Dead to
Like,
Me?
I can see evidence.
I haven't.
Well, it was a show basically where this woman, she accidentally runs over, like, she does a hit and run, like the run, and then she finds out who the, like she runs over this runner or whatever and finds out that it was someone's husband, and then she tries to become friends with the grieving, like, widow.
Oh no.
There's a lot more to it, but it just reminded me of that, like, I accidentally ran someone over.
Yeah.
That's why I think Harry Styles and Taylor Swift could have been murderers.
New unpopular opinion. Taylor Swift and Harry Styles killed someone and then wrote about it.
Timothy Chalamet isn't that cute.
Liv.
Nah, but I can get behind that. I don't find him attractive.
Lexi.
He just looks weird.
Yeah, he looks like an alien. I don't get what people like about him.
I'm all down for the skinny white boy of the month. I am down for the skinny white boy of the month.
I saw something that he has tuberculosis.
He is not cute at all.
Okay, so it could have been Forbes that gave the opinion. It doesn't have to be me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
not a bad actor, but he's not cute. I don't see why people like him.
Does anyone like follow TikTok like Noah Beck and all of that?
Sometimes.
I'm on TikTok, but I'm on the completely other side of it.
I don't understand what the hype about him is.
About Noah Beck?
Yes. He looks like a puppy. Like, not saying that puppies aren't cute, but like puppies as a human aren't cute.
Yeah, I'm on the completely other side of TikTok.
Well, while we're on the topic of TikTok and social media, we have a comment here that says social media should not exist.
I know you guys are gonna think that's me because my article that I made, but that one wasn't me.
Is it Forbes?
It is me.
Oh.
I hate it.
I love social media too much.
I agree with that to an extent.
That was a pretty harsh statement, but like
I think there needs to be more not monitoring, but I don't know how to explain it.
I think it's just been blown way out of proportion. Like
yeah, that's it.
Agreed.
Like way too much, and that's why I've started to like not like it.
Yeah.
There's not. I mean, obviously, like we need it though. I just think it's become like we need it for everything in our life. Like everything.
Yeah.
I feel like site like there's like a site like LinkedIn for like looking for jobs, or if you're on Instagram like to keep up with your friends. Like that's one thing, but like using Facebook to exchange conspiracy theories with other soccer moms is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we wouldn't have the conspiracy that Taylor Swift and Harry Styles killed someone without social media.
Valid point.
That is true.
Endless entertainment. Let's see. Ooh, let's do some school ones to kind of finish it off.
Ooh.
The way school is, or COVID also. The way school is set up this year is actually causing more harm than good for students.
William?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I agree with that. I
was thinking it could have been any one of us. I was like, who had
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all probably
I'm
think
kinda
that way.
iffy on that.
I was
Yeah,
gonna put something in that about that,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
Yeah, I just
I
feel.
think
Oh, go
that
ahead.
it depends on the person.
I feel like especially with hardworking students, I feel like this year the way school is set up is honestly causing it's like we're keeping on track with school at least through this, but it's causing so much stress that a lot of people are having a lot of more mental struggles than normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like if you weren't already a highly motivated person, like in school, like this year's just like
Even worse. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
yeah,
worse.
because it's like if you don't have that self motivation, like it doesn't feel like there's any purpose to school.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess that's not an unpopular opinion,
Yeah,
Apparently.
that's a popular opinion.
at least in our section.
Yeah,
The 10 p.m. curfew is pointless.
I agree with that, honestly.
I'm gonna say. Forbes, is that you?
Yep. I just think
I was thinking her.
I think that like people are gonna get like caught or something, and then they're just gonna be like, oh well, like I was going to get food or I was going to get gas, like you know what I mean? It's just people are gonna use those excuses.
By then.
Yeah.
People are gonna be asleep by then anyway. I feel like Roy Cooper's trying, but that was like really just.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused by it. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a little confused by the curfew because like the night of the curfew, I was driving at like 10 p.m. and then I was like right at 10, I got to my house and then I was going to. I don't know why I was leaving my house, but I was like back on the road at 10:30, like just for a brief second, and I saw like a bunch of other cars. And I was like, so is it okay for us to still drive after 10 p.m.? Because like I know businesses are closing at 10 p.m., but is it like can you still drive?
When was the curfew in place?
Well, the things that they listed are like you can go
Couple
get
days
gas,
ago.
you can go get food, you can go get like that stuff, but even if like you're going to a party or coming from a party, like people are just going to use that excuse.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
Hot
I
take.
think it was like not Monday. It was Wednesday, wasn't it?
I didn't even know.
I think so.
I thought it started on Friday.
Wait, is it like permanently in place now, or?
It's until January, I want to say.
January.
I didn't even know that. Oops.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know there was a curfew.
It must not be enforced that well.
Well, I mean, the thing, like, I remember when, like, the mask mandate went into place. Like, I can't really tell you. I remember the day it was put in place because I was at work and we were talking about it. But, like, I honestly don't really remember it. It's, like, kind of just like, oh, well, we're going to leave the businesses to enforce it. So it's kind of weird. Because there are stores that I'll go into, no one's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
It has been very effective.
Yeah.
Interesting. And speaking of COVID restrictions, restaurants shouldn't be open due to COVID.
Liv?
No.
William?
No. Forbes?
Is it me?
Yep. I just think I don't know. I think that we should just be doing takeout right now since it's gotten so bad.
I agree.
No,
with
I can
honestly.
see that. Just
agree
because,
with
like,
that.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I mean, even as someone who works in a restaurant and like, and obviously I'd want like restaurants to be open because like that's how I make money.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, it's weird because you'll see like parties of like, if they make a reservation for like 10 people, like you still let them come even though like you don't know if they've like all like been quarantined before and they're
Right,
all like
exactly.
if they've all been like together prior so they like know that they're not exposing anyone. So it's just kind of like
Yeah.
it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then like we'll have like we'll let people like have like wedding or bachelorette, not whatever, like those kind of like party things where they can rent out the entire restaurant and it'll be like 50 people, none of them are wearing masks and it's like they're not in the same family, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
what do you guys
It's just risky. It's only like for safety reasons, not like obviously I want restaurants to be open because, I mean, that's how everyone makes money, like their jobs. But
Yeah. Yeah, I just
It's
feel like
weird.
I feel like it's this whole attitude of like the pandemic ends when you're tired of it, which just isn't true because we're literally at the worst it's ever been, and like they're the loosening restrictions almost, and so it's
yeah.
Ooh, wait, I know there was one in here about vaccines. That'll be an interesting one. Okay, it says it's okay to be skeptical of the COVID vaccine. It doesn't mean you're an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
I think it was Lexi.
But I agree with
Lexi?
Yeah.
All right, I'll explain.
My Alexa's talking to me. I said Lexi and my Alexa's talking to me.
So, okay, what I was kind of going with is like, because there's like obviously I think it's like if you look at the science and like you look at how the vaccine's being made, like it's using mRNA, which I don't fully understand the science, but it's not like anything that I think is gonna like, it's not like they're injecting poison into you.
Yeah.
And like genuinely how vaccines work, like if you understand how vaccines work, I think like sometimes it does sound kind of weird because you're basically just putting the disease in, like not the disease, but like parts of the thing so you can build immunity. So I think it's like I can understand the fear of it, but like if you look at the science, like I don't think there is anything to be afraid of. But because there have been instances, like I'm just gonna like, do you guys know the Tuskegee syphilis study?
I don't.
No.
So basically what they did, it was like they just grabbed a bunch of black men off the street, basically injected them with syphilis, didn't tell them, or they didn't treat them properly for syphilis after the fact, and so they just gave a bunch of like black men syphilis.
Dang.
So like in that case, like they were trying to work on a vaccine, but instead they just like gave syphilis to people.
Yeah, I can understand that because I feel like
I think it's kind of skeptical.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still gonna. Okay, you can go ahead, Liv.
You go ahead.
Okay. Like I'm still gonna get it when it's available, but I can understand being skeptical of it because honestly, like I of course have my concerns because normally with vaccines you want to test it over a long period, sometimes as long as a decade.
Yeah.
And so I think honestly, like I think it's still smart to get it, but I do agree that honestly we don't know the long-term effects of it, so there is some inherent risk.
That's basically what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
and like okay, even though the studies are saying it has like a 95% like success rate or whatever, I'm just kind of like, for how long though? Because if you guys have only been like, I don't know, I just think the FDA standards for vaccines are interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just hoping I think we should still get it. I'm just hoping we don't like 10 years down the road like explode or something. I don't know.
We don't become like the movie I Am Legend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's okay to be skeptical, and I don't think it should be like forced until it's like obviously like there's been extensive studies like with the measles vaccine, like it's been very clearly debunked that it's not going to give your kids autism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like that's just straight up anti-vax. You just don't want a vaccine that has been like proven to work.
Yeah, anti-vaxxers. Yeah. Anti-vax is having your opinion despite every fact pointing otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can have skepticism about like science, because science, I think what people forget is that science like is about like science evolves. It's not like one day you might believe that this is true, and like in the scientific community they will agree that this is like as true as what they know for it to be, but then like if they're doing more studies and they find out later on, it's like, oh sorry, turns out this is true. Like it's not, that doesn't invalidate the validity of what they previously believed or whatever, but it's just like with it being so new, I don't think like it's obvious. It's I think it's better to have like skepticism and question and just be like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God, look at us. Let's end on an easy one. Gatorade isn't really that good.
Liv.
Nah, I like Gatorade.
William,
Yeah, that was me.
do you like Powerade?
I don't drink Powerade, never have.
Oh,
I
Honestly,
drink
Gatorade,
Gatorade
Powerade
all the
taste the same.
time.
Yeah, I just
To me,
honestly,
Gatorade and Powerade taste the same. That's just me.
I don't
no, Powerade has less sugar. That's
That
the
is
only
true.
difference.
like
Oh, yeah.
Powerade, but I love Gatorade.
I found Gatorade like I mean like the flavor is kind of good sometimes, but it's almost too sweet, and also it just gives me a headache every time I drink it. So
That's
I literally
understandable.
get dehydrated every time I drink Gatorade. I have no idea why.
Well,
Yep,
okay,
there's
wait.
an unpopular opinion.
Well, okay, wait. So Gatorade is supposed to replenish your electrolytes.
Yeah,
Isn't salt an Wait, is salt an electrolyte?
I think sodium. Like I'm not sure.
Yeah, so sodium,
I have no
potassium,
idea.
those are Okay, that's the weird thing is that if you put stuff like you know how Dasani I think it was Dasani water bottles, like they have salt in their water so it makes you thirstier, so you drink more water.
Mm.
I didn't know that. But
I feel like that was a thing, my friend. I don't know. I'm fact
I
checking
think
if anyone
they've changed that since then, though, haven't they?
maybe someone fact check this, not I.
I will see.
But okay, if salt is an electrolyte or sodium and it makes you thirsty, how do you replenish electrolytes without getting thirsty?
Okay.
All I know is Gatorade is good.
There is not sodium in Dasani water anymore, as far as anyone can tell.
Okay.
They
Then it
must
might have been different
have
water.
fixed it then.
It might have just been taken out. I don't know.
Maybe it was Deer Park.
From Deer Park.
Gatorade. Okay, so Gatorade isn't really that good, according to William Becker.
It just gives me a headache, so I just don't like it. You know.
I can understand why people wouldn't like it.
Okay, there's one in here that I don't understand, but I'm gonna read it out loud anyway. They're called alicorns, not pegacorns.
I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's live probably.
Liv.
Okay, let me explain that because I knew it would cause some confusion. So some people say that Pegasus, the horses with the wings, and then unicorns, when you put them together, they'll say that that's a pegacorn. So it's like a unicorn with wings. It's called an alicorn. in fantasy fairy tales, it's always been called alicorns. That's my thing. Even in My Little Pony, they're called alicorn.
So it's less than unpopular.
Okay, My Little Pony's kind of slaps.
Yes. I was in a weird My Little Pony phase in elementary school, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
One time I was at Target, and this guy was in the little dollar section, and he picked up something that was My Little Ponies, and he's like, "I'm not a brony. I mean, I don't have anything against bronies, but I promise I'm not a brony."
I love the term brony. It's so funny.
Some people will take it too far, though.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so alicorns are not pegacorns.
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay, well, we've talked about mythical creatures. We've talked about real people. We've talked about social media. We've talked about music and TV.
Sports.
Sports, yeah, we got sports.
Of course.
We've talked about COVID. We've talked about school. I mean, I think we've hit all the bases.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I agree.
Well, all right.
That was fun. There were some interesting ones in there.
Yeah, there were.
Actually, I have one final one. This one's gonna be the hardest one to guess.
Okay.
Meow, meow.
Your cat.
Lexi.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, my cat submitted that. He typed it with his little paws.
Oh.
Dang it, that was supposed to be a hard one.
My second guess would be Forbes.
Yeah,
Could we
you
get the
caught me.
translation?
Wait, hold up. Let me find my cat. Actually, I don't know where he went. I hear him, but I don't know where he went.
Is he like under your bed or something?
No, it's impossible to be underneath my bed because I have like one of those like. Oh my god! I think I lost my cat.
He'll turn up eventually. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually.
Is he in my book? He's not in my book bag.
Your book bag?
Hopefully you find him. We'll have to kind of cut this pretty soon because we have less than 3 minutes left before the meeting cuts. But yeah, I think this was a very successful opinion sharing session.
Yes, agreed.
And hopefully,
Yes.
Meow.
we'll find her cat.
Meow.
Oh, cool! It's Lexi's cat.
Featuring Lexi's cat.
Cat just possessed Lexi.
Yep, Lexi's been possessed. Her cat has dropped his physical form. Okay. Well, we probably need to conclude this, but I think this was a successful meeting. And yeah, to whoever decides to watch this, if you exist, tune in like eventually one day, and maybe we'll do something like this again.
Maybe. Hopefully soon.
Bye.
Well,
Bye, everyone.